Hi guys, it's Thomas, welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk a little bit about Lech Walesa, a man you may know. 1983 Nobel Peace Prize winner and President of Poland from years 1990 to 1995. Also co-founder and head of Solidarity movement that was a major cause of fall of communist regime in Poland in 1989. Wałęsa was accused of collaborating with communists by many people. He was denied multiple times, throwing into oblivion anyone who brought to public attention fact that his name indeed was in communist secret police databases, and he was even given a codename Bolek. And during his presidency he requested documents about himself from the Institute of National Remembrance, many of which were not returned. The Institute of National Remembrance, for your information, is organization that was created to basically take care of all the documents, all the records from previous communist government bodies. But not only that, we're gonna get to that in a second. There was even, in those records, there's also a declaration of him becoming informant of totalitarian secret police, which is from December 1970. Which he later admitted he signed, but stressed he never passed any information or received any payment from. Problem was that most of the mentioned evidence were photocopies, which meant they couldn't be used against him during the vetting process led by the Institute. Vetting process that was meant to find out who was working with communist regime and make sure these people are going to be kept out of Polish political scene in newly formed democratic government. The process itself was strongly influenced by Wałęsa, who helped overturn, formed in late 1991, first democratic government of modern Poland. Its Prime Minister, Jan Olszewski, was strongly pushing for Poland to join both NATO and the EU, and make sure that people who were in Communist Party won't be able to be members of newly formed parliament. He also wanted to stop selling out the state-owned companies and property to Western businesses due to high inflation and weak currency in Poland, which could cause them to sell for much lower price, making it not such a great deal for Poland. Wałęsa was pushing for maintaining strong relationship with Russia, forming so-called NATO BIS, which was pretty much renamed Soviet Warsaw Pact. And Warsaw Pact was Soviet Union response to NATO. He delayed negotiations with NATO and, against Olszewski's government, agreed to transfer ex-Soviet military bases abandoned by Russian troops withdrawing from Poland into the hands of international Polish-Russian-owned corporations. A lot changed in early 2016, though. Wife of Mr. Kiszczak, whose Polish general, communist-era interior minister and prime minister, and passed away in December 2015, found in their house number of secret police documents detailing payments and reports. One of the documents is even a handwritten note stating commitment to collaborate with the secret police, and it's signed Lech Walesa Bolek. Bolek, as I mentioned before, being Wałęsa's secret police codename. Now, year later, now we are in 2016. That was Kiszczak passed away in December 2015. These documents were seized by the institute in early 2016, and they basically had investigation trying to recognize if these documents are indeed real documents. And also, what was the involvement of Wałęsa? He was also called to testify during that investigation. So, the Institute's investigation and analysis of Wałęsa's handwriting used sample of 142 documents from years 1963 to 2016, and it confirms that indeed it was him who signed those documents, and the documents are real. During investigation, Wałęsa yet again claimed he never worked with secret police, didn't pass any delegations, and didn't receive any money from SB from doing so. Investigation concluded something opposite. Graphology experts confirmed that 29 palliations, 17 receipts of received payment, and commitment to cooperate with secret police from December 1970 were indeed signed by him. Confronted with all this evidence, a man who claimed that he told Donald Trump to get into politics still denies everything. He claims that a conservative Law and Justice Party leader and his sworn enemy, but also a member of Solidarity Movement, Jarosław Kaczyński, attempts to destroy his credibility and legacy, and all the evidence is forged. There is also it's very interesting history. I'm gonna link all the sources in the description. Some of them may be in Polish language, which I'm sorry for, but a lot of this information was never written in English. Maybe there are gonna be English versions of Wikipedia. I'll try to link to those. But as I mentioned before, there was many decisions, pro-Russian decisions, that Lech Walesa took. And now the question is, if he was indeed working with a communist regime, and it's stated that he only cooperated with them from 1971 to 1976, if these documents were later used when he was a president against him, to leverage him to make decisions that were not in the interest of a new democratic Poland. And I'll definitely be looking forward to see what happens next, because of Wałęsa may actually face up to 8 years in prison for false testimony that he gave to the Institute of National Remembrance. The whole situation definitely shines a new light on Polish transformation process. And the fact that to this day, we still have ex-Communist Party officials, not only in our government, but also having prominent positions in public sector, companies, or universities, stuff like that. There are still people in Poland, what I was reading from the comments, most of the Polish websites, there are still many people who believe that Wałęsa wasn't indeed cooperating and it's all bullshit. But it seems more like a partisan issue at the moment, because from what I saw, most of these people are also supporters of the opposition party, the Citizen Platform, so called. So definitely it's interesting history, and if you guys ever heard about Wałęsa, I think it's interesting to bring these facts now, and I'm definitely I can't see what's gonna happen now, because Wałęsa claims that he's going to sue the Institute of National Remembrance now, and he's gonna fight to clear his name. But definitely, considering amount of coverage from different Western media news outlets, it damaged our reputation and national pride. And I believe he was indeed working with communists, and the evidence looks very strong so far. Also, it's worth noting that Wałęsa many times changed his testimony. Like, for example, for many years, he claimed that he never signed any documents of collaboration. And the fact that you signed a document of collaboration with the secret police didn't mean anything, because many people were actually offered to sign these documents, and many people signed these documents and never forwarded any information about, opposition leaders at the time and stuff like that, simply, for these secret police to leave them alone. But we also have evidence that Wałęsa indeed forwarded a lot of information about different people that caused those people to lose their job, that caused these people to be detained, arrested, stuff like that. And there is also evidence that he received payment for this information. There is even the evidence is so strong that they even know exactly how much money he received from communists. And considering Wałęsa, and as I said, his forever changing version of the history, because he denied signing anything, then he actually admitted that he signed this document in 1970, but he only played games with secret police. As I said before, that's one of those things that people used to do just for secret police to leave them alone. But there is evidence that, for example, Jarosław Kaczyński, who I mentioned before as well, who Wałęsa is accusing of forging all this stuff to destroy his reputation, he actually there is a document found by the institute that he signed that he's not going to collaborate, and there is no evidence of him forwarding any information to secret police. So another shameful part of our history. To be honest with you, I don't remember times of communism. I was born in 1992, so that was 3 years after communism ended. And but there is many people, and you can even check. It's very easy to check. You can check that many people who are indeed, members of parliament or heads of like Polish oil companies and stuff like that, are actually ex-members of the Polish Communist Party. So it's just a little video for you guys. If you're interested in this, if you have any opinions, please leave the comments below. That's going to be it for now. I'm gonna make another video quickly about something that's happening with Trump and America soon. So stay tuned for that, guys. And for now, take care and see you later.